Hello and welcome to the afternoon markets update from Nirmal Bank. I am Hiral Daria. Clearly, if you go to see, the choppiness has continued on the Lal Street, and this is in early noon deals. Clearly, the investors have pretty much remained on the sidelines because if you see the kind of gyrations that we are seeing, markets are clearly fluctuating between gains and losses, and clearly the frontliners are the ones which are actually sitting quiet in today's session. Whereas, if you see the mid caps and the small caps, they are clearly shining in trade. There's clear outperformance as well that's coming in from the broader markets. If you see Bank Nifty as well, that's trading in the positive with gains of a little over 200 points. And you are seeing some bit of profit booking that's coming in specific sectors such as energy, metals, as well as the FMCG space. The broader markets, however, are trading in the positive. However, the choppiness in the markets that we witnessed right now, that has continued. Let's see if that continues in the coming trading hours. If you take cues from the global markets, again, Asia, which had opened in the positive, is trading pretty much mixed right now. And China has gone ahead and cut the loan rate as it's battling the coronavirus impact. So that's one of the factors that we are watching out for on the global front. Apart from that, another clarity that investors are actually watching out for is with regards to where US President Donald Trump's statement ahead of his visit to India is concerned, that the two countries have been working on a major trade deal. So any commentary on that is something what the investors are actually watching out for. Away from that, if you go to see in terms of the Sensex as well as Nifty, clearly gyrating between gains as well as losses. And in terms of sectors which are on the sidelines, it's mainly FMCG, which is down almost 0.3%. Power is trading lower as well in trade. Let's see what individual stocks are doing. To take Nifty 50 gainers, you have IndusInd Bank, Z Entertainment, Tata Steel, Yes Bank, and ONGC. These are few of the top gainers in trade today. In fact, if you see in terms of where ONGC is concerned, clearly on the way crude has been moving, that's something which is actually giving support to ONGC in today's session. Yesterday, that was one of the top gaining losers as well. On Nifty 50 losers, if you go to see, you have an HUL, Cipla, Asian Paints, Nestle, and Wipro. These are few of the ones which are losing on Nifty 50. Overall, BSE 500, J&K Bank, Indiabulls Housing, Vodafone Idea, Max Financial, and VATech Vaburg are few of the counters which are seeing smart gains. Whereas you have a Hathway Cable which is on a losing streak today, followed by an Oil India, Gayatri Projects, Rajesh Exports, as well as the IIFL Finance. Few counters have hit a 52-week high in today's trading session. From the larger space, you have a Bajaj Finance which is at a 52-week high. Dr. Reddy's, DVS Laboratories, Shriram Transport Finance, as well as the Aditya Birla Fashion. These are counters trading at a 52-week high. NHPC, again, from Nifty 50 is at a 52-week low. And from the broader markets, you have DB Corp, Soba, and Gayatri Projects. Let's quickly highlight the movers and shakers in afternoon trade. Indiabulls Housing Finance, that stock has surged almost 17% in trade. DHFL, that counter hit upper circuit, and this is on post the Q3 numbers. Thomas Cook is also up in trade, and this is on the back of the buyback consideration. 26th February is somewhere where the buyback will be considered, so that is seeing smart gains. GMR Infra is also seeing smart moves, and this is after its arm has offered almost $150 million worth of senior secured notes. IRCTC, that's one of the star performers. Last 3 to 4 consecutive sessions, we are seeing smart gains coming in on IRCTC in trade. Zenza Technologies, they've launched a digital foundation services in the US, and that's what is keeping, that counter in the uptrend. Zenza Technologies, also on the back of a 1,500 crore worth of an order win, is seeing smart gains. Infibeam is also shining in trade on the back of the digital payment business that they've expanded to the US. So these are few of the movers and shakers that we are highlighting right now. But clearly, if you see in terms of what the trend that we are picking up, the frontliners are pretty much on a back foot right now. It's the mid cap and the small cap counters that are shining in trade. And let's see if this trend continues, because there is that bit of support that is coming in from the banking space as well. The PSU counters continue to remain in focus. The telecom counters also continue to remain in focus after the kind of meeting that we saw from the telecom space with the government in yesterday's session. So clearly, banks and telecom right now gets pretty much interlinked. If there is support coming in on that front, don't be surprised if we end the markets today on a positive note. But clearly, you could see some bit of profit booking that could be coming in ahead of the long weekend. It is a holiday tomorrow for Mahashivratri, so you will see, some bit of unwinding that could continue in today's session. So the best is not to really take any fresh long positions at this current juncture, taking the long weekend in hand. That's all that we have in the afternoon update. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter and Facebook to get more updates throughout the day. Thanks for watching.